Madison, you live in a house, don't you? Is it that big house with a red roof?
Yeah, I do live in a house with a red roof. What about it?
Oh, I knew that was your house. The nameplate of the house had the same last name as yours, so I figured that was your house.
Ah, so you know where I live now.
Yeah, that's a very nice house you got.
Is it? Think it's like any other house.
No way. That's so nice of your husband to buy that house.
It was actually my parents.
It was?
He just moved here. So maybe you don't know, but that house is my parents' home.
Ah, okay. So your parents bought it.
Yeah.
Your family must have a lot of money, being able to afford a mansion like that. Do your parents run a business or something?
The value of money is subjective, so I can't speak for everyone, but my family owns a real estate company. My husband took over the company and is now the president.
Wow, so you're the president's wife. So you're filthy rich.
Well, it's not really a big company, so we're not loaded or anything.
Shut up. Just the fact that you're the wife of the president means you're loaded. I'll make sure to talk to you the next time I'm in trouble.
I'll do my best to help you out, but I can't lend you any money.
Oh, don't worry, I won't ask for your money. My husband and I are not that desperate.
Okay,
In any case, back to your house. It's close to the station. It must be pretty convenient. I wanted to live close to the station too, you know?
oh yeah?
I commute by train, so I use the station every day. But I drive to the station because it's kind of far away from my house. I usually park by the station, but the parking is so expensive.
Yeah, I hear parking around the station is not cheap.
No, it's really not. Hey, when my parking contract expires, can I use your yard?
What?
I want to park my car in your yard.
No. There's no space for parking.
What are you talking about? Look how big it is. It'd be nice if I can start parking there in like 2 months.
My dad and husband park their cars in our parking, so there's no space for you to park. Even if I let you park your car, how much were you planning on paying me?
Don't tell me you'd make me pay. I'm your friend.
Were you trying to park your car for free?
Of course, we're friends. A friend would let you park your car.
You have a lot of nerve. My dad owns that land. I can't make that call anyway. I doubt he'd let you park though.
You're a meanie.
I don't think this has anything to do with me being mean. How would you feel if someone asked you if they could park their car for free on your property?
I live in an apartment. I don't own any piece of land, so I wouldn't know.
Anyway, we can't let you park your car at our place.
Hi, Madison. I had to go on this urgent business trip, and I actually used your yard.
What do you mean?
Your yard is big enough to park like 5 cars. So I parked my car, and two of my co-workers also parked theirs.
What? I can't check now because I'm not at home, but are you saying that there are 3 cars parked in our yard?
Yep, mine and two more cars.
Oh, come on, Avery. You have to move them right now. I'm sure our neighbors aren't happy either.
Sorry, I can't. We're boarding soon.
Are you flying? Are you on a business trip abroad?
Yep. They suddenly told me that I have to stay in France for 6 months. I wasn't sure where I could leave my car. I thought about having my husband drop me off, but he was also on a business trip and was away.
Well, that's your problem, not mine.
Anyway, please keep a good eye on our cars. We'll be enjoying France.
No, wait, Avery?
Hi, stranger. What's up, Madison? I really appreciate you letting us park our cars for 6 months in your yard. We just flew back in from France and we are on our way to pick up the cars. I hope they're washed and waxed.
We don't have a yard in our house, you know.
What? Don't be ridiculous. Your house has a very nice yard with a beautiful lawn.
The yard that you parked your cars in wasn't actually ours.
Huh?
It has a very similar appearance and we do have the same last names, but that wasn't our house.
What? So if that wasn't your house, then whose was it?
Our landlord's.
What? Your landlord's last name is also Smith?
Yes. There are many Smiths in our neighborhood.
Come to think of it. Yeah, I think that's true.
Our landlord wasn't happy to see 3 strange cars suddenly parked in their yard. And Avery, you parked your car right on top of their vegetable field. You destroyed their veggies and they lost some money because they could no longer sell the veggies. They're really pissed at you guys, you know.
Did you know all along that we had parked our cars at the wrong house?
When I got home that day, I saw cars parked in the landlord's yard across from us, so I figured they were yours. Don't worry, I told the landlord that they were your cars.
What? Why didn't you tell me that we had the wrong house? You should have told me the moment you found out.
Well, you kept ignoring my calls. I called you a million times. Check your call history. I'm sure they're there.
You should have texted me instead of calling me. I can check texts anytime.
Calling was easier than texting. I hate texting long messages.
Even so, how could you not tell me such an important thing?
Why am I being criticized here? You're the one that parked your cars without permission.
Well, that's true. Where are our cars now anyway?
Apparently, the landlord had the families of the car owners come pick them up. So your husband came to pick up yours.
You mean the landlord contacted my husband directly?
No, I guess it was easier to go through your company, so the landlord contacted your office.
My office?
They said you're taking 6 months off work for personal and family reasons. Do you want to tell me what this is about?
Maybe what they meant was business trip and not personal and family reasons.
Do you honestly think they'd make such a mistake? Maybe you're trying to hide something.
What are you trying to say? I'm not hiding anything.
Maybe you hooked up with one of your coworkers and you just followed him on his trip.
No. Don't make stupid assumptions like that.
It sounds like your husband already knows.
What?
Your husband has been suspecting for a while that you may be cheating on him, so he hired an infidelity investigator to check upon you. He already knows that you've been having an affair with a coworker 2 years younger than you, and that you tagged along to his business trip saying that it was your business trip.
But he didn't say anything when I told him I was going on a business trip.
I guess he was just pretending he didn't know, so apparently your boyfriend is also married? His wife might demand some compensation, you know.
Oh, that won't be good. I have to talk to my husband.
I think it's too late for a talk.
But I can't have him divorce me. I have to go home for now. Bye. I don't get it. When I got home, there was someone living there. My car's gone. Said earlier that my husband picked up my car, right? I'm so confused right now.
Your husband actually moved out from that apartment.
Huh. Where is he then?
He should be at his parents' place, unless he moved out from there also. He hasn't told you any of this?
He's called several times, but I was too busy to talk on the phone.
That busy hanging out with your boyfriend, huh?
What can I do? I have my needs as a woman.
What kind of lame excuse is that?
Anyway, my car. Where is my car? Please don't tell me you had it towed and that it's now sold off.
I guess your husband drove your car to your parents' place.
To my parents' place? So my parents know I'm having an affair?
He said he's told both parents, yours and his, about your infidelity.
No. That explains those gazillion missed calls from them. Oh my god, what do you think should I do?
This is between you and your husband. Maybe you two need to sit down and have a serious talk. Haven't you talked to him?
I'm too scared to talk to him. Oh, I know. Why don't you call him?
No. I refuse to meddle in your family matters. You two can decide what you want to do from here on.
He can be so intimidating when he gets mad. Plus, once he sets his mind on something, nothing will change his mind.
That's none of my business. If you don't want to get a divorce, why don't you go to your in-laws and have them talk to him? If he still says no, then I guess there's nothing you can do but to accept the consequences.
No, I can't just agree to divorce. I can't live on my own without my husband.
You have no one to blame but yourself for that. Anyway, don't expect me to help you because I can't. Bye.
Hey. My husband deserted me and my parents disowned me. My boyfriend's not divorcing his wife, so we ended up breaking up. I'm in such a shitty mess.
Yeah, I've heard. You're a hot topic among our mom friends.
I am?
Yeah. It's probably harder to find someone who doesn't know that you've cheated on your husband, and that you've been deserted by your husband and your boyfriend, and that you've been disowned by your parents.
Are you serious? Don't tell me it was you that spread those stories.
Of course not. I guess one of the chatty moms heard them, and the rest is history.
One of the chatty moms? You mean Luna?
Yeah. Luna wanted to know some details, so I told her. Then everyone already knew the stories the next day.
How could you do such a stupid thing? No one's on my side because of what you've done, Madison. Everyone ignores my texts. Some of the moms don't even read the text for a few days.
You did this to yourself, though. You can't blame anyone but yourself.
I hate you. You're part of the reason why I'm in this mess.
Hey, don't get me involved in this. You're the one that lied about your business trip and had the affair, not me.
Maybe my husband wouldn't have found out about the affair if it wasn't for you. I had to quit my job because of you, Madison. Do you realize what you have done to my life?
Again? How is this my fault? You did this to yourself. You handled the consequences.
How dare you talk like that? Don't you feel guilty for what you've done?
No, because I haven't done anything wrong. If anything, it's you who has to apologize to me.
Why would I have to apologize to you?
Because you were trying to park your car without my permission. True, you ended up parking in a different house, but still, that was your plan.
But I'm your friend. Why would you not let your friend park her car? You're so petty, you know that.
Fine. I have no desire to continue this ridiculous conversation. I get tired just talking to you.
What the? I'm not done talking yet.
You still want something from me?
I have to pay compensation to my husband and boyfriend's wife. I had to quit work because I couldn't stand the cold looks from my coworkers. I'm forced to make out a living, all because of you, Madison.
I see. You really want to make this my fault, don't you?
Of course I do, because it is your fault.
And what is it that you want me to do?
Support me for a while by giving me money.
What?
$400 for rent, $300 for food, $300 for other expenses. So the total of $1,000. Monthly bank deposit. This isn't a request. It's an order.
Where are you even getting these ideas? Are you completely out of your mind?
So you're not paying?
Of course not. Why would I pay $1,000? I'd rather donate that money to a charity than to pay you.
Oh, really? I hope you're ready to live in hell then.
What are you planning?
Not telling you. I'll work out the details soon.
I have no idea what you're up to, but don't do anything stupid. You're just going to be digging your own grave.
I take it that you're not complying with my request then.
$1,000? I don't have that much money. If you're having a financial problem, why don't you get another part-time job and earn money? You're crazy trying to solve your problem by making others pay.
Fine. I'll make you pay for this. Guess where I'm at?
Avery, what do you want?
Just answer my question. Where am I?
I don't know, and honestly, I don't care.
I'm at your house, Madison.
What? You're at my house?
You have fancy furniture. Even your plates look expensive. I guess you do live in a mansion.
Wait, you're really at my place?
Yep. I can send you pictures if you don't believe me.
How did you get in the house?
It didn't look like anyone was home, so I just smashed one of the windows. I shattered and destroyed your plates and furniture with my baseball bat. I also covered the painting that was hanging by the front door with my graffiti.
Oh, Avery, you have no common sense whatsoever, do you?
If you had apologized to me, none of this would have happened. But did you? No.
You're unbelievable. Don't think you can get away with this.
Are you going to call the cops?
The police have been notified.
What? You called the cops on me?
I didn't. The landlord did.
What are you talking about? Your parents own this house, don't they?
They did, but not anymore.
Huh?
That house went on the market. My parents live in a new apartment.
Really? You never told me that you have moved.
Why would I need to tell you that?
So, you mean someone else lives in this house now?
Yeah. One of the guys my dad works with lives there. I told him you had broken into his house and that you destroyed his things. He's pissed off. He's going to make you pay for everything you destroyed.
Wait. Everything in this house looks expensive. How much are they?
I don't know the exact number, but he's saying the painting you destroyed is at least a couple of $100,000.
A couple of $100,000?
And the furniture were all ordered from Italy. You'll be paying an astronomical amount of money just for the furniture.
No. Please. Don't tell the guy that it was me that did it.
Too late. The police are already on the way.
The police? Shit. I better get out of here.
It's no use trying to run away. They already know it was you. The police station is pretty close to the house, so they should be there any minute now.
Uh-oh. I can hear the sirens. What do I do?
I'm glad they're there. Good luck and enjoy living in hell because you'll be there for a while.
No.
Avery was then taken and arrested by the police for trespassing and property damage. She didn't go to jail, but she was sentenced to pay a fine. Naturally, she was required to pay for what she had destroyed. And the total came out close to $200,000. Avery had to spend her days working several part-time jobs trying to pay off her debt. She was so deep in debt after paying off the money that she had to move out from our city. We have no idea where she is or what she's up to now. I imagine she's living every day in hell, but all I can say is that she deserves the life she's created for herself.
Isabel, are you home today? Yes, I am. Then I'll come to your house now. Oh, now? I'm almost there. I'll be there in a minute. Now is not a good time. I'm about to have a meeting online. Well, you can do your work. I'll just come and leave on my own. Just leave the door unlocked. It's unlocked already. But why are you coming here? Why? To bring you a home-cooked meal. Vanessa, I appreciate you doing so, but you don't have to. We have plenty of food to eat. But you know my son may feel that sometimes he wants to eat his mother's dish. I made a lot, so I brought some of them all the way here. You know I'm a cooking expert, right? I cook a lot of different dishes at home every day, and my family eats what I make. We have enough side dishes. You call yourself a cooking expert, but you're just acting like it. You're not much more than a housewife. That's not true. You're just making dishes for fun. Have you thought of the one being fed like that? I feel sorry for my son and grandson. I don't cook just for fun. I'm thinking of dishes that I can present to the world with confidence. It's not like I make them eat a failure. It looks good, it's nutritious, and it tastes good. Well, it may look good, but of course my old-fashioned dishes are better for them. For my son, it's what he's always eaten. There's nothing better than mother's dish. Fine. I don't mind if you bring them. Thank you very much. Why didn't you say so from the beginning? Such a warped wife. But please, don't take away our food from the house. You always take away a side dish for dinner, don't you? I already took it. You had already come? I put the food I brought you in the fridge. I took the leftovers in the fridge instead. You didn't choose the pulled pork, did you? You mean the one inside the container? It almost went bad, so I took it. It's not bad at all. I was talking it into the sauce. I've been preparing it since the day before yesterday, and I was going to cook it tonight. Please give it back. It's my son's favorite. I already left the house. If you don't want me to take it with me, put a note on it. I'll get confused. You showed up all of a sudden. Do I need your permission beforehand? I thought about my son's health and brought food for him. I appreciate you bringing food, but please don't take any food from us. My son and husband are looking forward to my dishes. They even ask me what's for dinner every evening. Are you trying to tell me that your dish is better than mine? You gotta be kidding me. Do you enjoy trampling on people's thought? Let me tell you, Vanessa, I don't appreciate it. Please don't bring us any more food. Huh? I hate to say this, but to be honest, my family doesn't like your dish that much. Nobody eats it, so I always have to force myself to finish it up, so you don't have to bring it. How dare you? What a rude wife. Ungrateful. Never forget what you just said. I brought grilled salmon for you today. Did you come to our house? You're so careless, leaving your son alone in the house. My son can stay at home for a while. He's already in elementary school. He was there, so I came in and left the dish. I told you not to bring dishes. This is the last time I'm bringing you food. Even though I bring the food out of the goodness of my heart, you refuse it. And I'm hurt, so I'm not bringing any more. If you just bring us food, I appreciate it. But if you undermine my job, or take away the food my family looks forward to, then I can't accept it. Undermine you? I'm just telling the truth. Cooking expert is an exaggerated name. It's like you're just a housewife who only cooks. I don't think it's a good idea to make fun of a certain profession like that. If you speak like that in other places, people will doubt your personality. You're just a wife. Don't lecture me. Then don't do anything to be lectured. And about the grilled salmon? You know my husband and son don't eat fish, right? Is that so? How could you not know their likes and dislikes? Besides, I'm also on a fast now, so I can't eat food. I came all the way, so don't let it go to waste. You can eat it once you finish the fast. I made a lot. A lot? Enjoy eating it. You're a cook. You don't waste food by throwing it away, do you? Okay, I'll have some. I've got some mashed potatoes from the fridge. Again? I decided not to bring you food because you don't want it. But sometimes I'll just some of your food like this. I have to make sure you're cooking properly for your family. Why the hell you need to check on it? I don't want my son and grandson to get sick. Finish up the salmon. I'm sure it's better than your dish. Isabel, what's wrong with you? Hannah, what's the matter? Don't be such a dumb. My mother got ill after eating your food. What did you make her eat? You must have put something poisonous in it. Something poisonous? That stew? Right after she ate your stew, she started foaming at her mouth and fainted. She hit her head and got 7 stitches. She's the one who made that. My mom said you forced her to eat it. What on earth? Hey, Hannah, your mother is lying. She's lying? I'll show you our conversation the other day, so you can tell that is a lie. I've never given her our food. She always steals from us. Why would she steal your food? She's always so picky about my food. But regardless, whatever she says, I guess she likes my food. I'm not sure, but maybe she felt bad about just taking them away. So she would leave her home-cooked food instead, which we didn't want. I told her to stop it, but she wouldn't. Is that true? You can ask my husband. She steals what she wants to eat, and then we have to eat what we don't want to eat. My husband and I are both annoyed. Now she doesn't bring us food and just steals ours from the house. But earlier you said my mom made this too. The other day, your mother brought us grilled salmon, but my family doesn't like it. I couldn't eat it either because I was on a fast. So I made a stew by using the grilled salmon for my husband and son so that they can eat it. And she ate it? She must have snuck back in and stole it. She didn't even notice she made it originally. You guys didn't eat it? I tasted it, but only a little, so I guess it was okay. But maybe it was the stew that made my stomach upset earlier. I'm glad I noticed it before I offered it to my husband and son. I wonder what in the world was in that grilled salmon. Did she know that you were the only one who'd eat the salmon? Are you saying that she tried to make you eat it with something in it? I guess she did. We had a little argument about cooking before. I think she was trying to get back at me. I'm sorry. I can't believe what she has done. How is she doing? She hit her head hard and was conscious for a while, but she came to quickly and now she's been complaining about you the whole time. She's been spitting curses to you. Your mother has been awful to me for a long time. She makes fun of my job. I don't know what she put in the food, but this is a crime, isn't it? Yes, it is a crime. Hey, let's go for coffee. I want you to see the messages to know how your mother has been treating me. Oh, my head hurts. The doctor said I might have after effects. That girl, such a pain in the ass. When I get out of the hospital, I'm going to make her get divorced. Mom, what are you saying? It's your fault, isn't it? What do you mean? That bitch made me eat some poisoned food. It's all her fault. You're the one who cooked it. Don't you realize it yet? That stew you ate? It originally was that grilled salmon you forced on her. Huh? Grilled salmon? You went to bring it, right? No one would eat it, so Isabel changed it into stew. You stole it and ate it yourself. It did include salmon and tasted a bit of saltiness. It's a good thing they didn't eat it. Thank God you were the only one who was sacrificed. How can you thank God when I was hurt so badly? Even though it was an attempt, putting something poisonous is a crime. If her life had been in danger, it gives me goosebumps by just imagining it. What? You're overreacting. In fact, you fainted and got hurt. If Isabel hit her head instead of you, Mom, you would be a criminal. A criminal? Who cares about the after effects or whatever? I won't help you. I won't see you anymore. You are abandoning me? I am. Bye. Wait, Hannah. It's me, Isabel. I heard you ate stew and fainted with foaming at your mouth. What on earth did you make us, Vanessa? You son of a bitch. Why did you use that salmon to make another dish? No one would eat it. But my husband and son can eat it as long as I change the taste. So I made the stew. Why would you do that? I left the grilled salmon as it was for a day. But my husband and son didn't try to eat it at all. I thought it was better to remake than throwing it away. I'm glad you ate it before we did. You didn't even take a bite of the food I made for you? I took a small bite to taste it. After that, my stomach got a little upset. If it gets worse, I'll go to the hospital. Why didn't you eat them all? I told you to eat it. I told you I couldn't eat it. Were you listening to me? Shut up. Don't make fun of me. Wait for me until I get out of the hospital. Instead of thinking about me, why don't you think about your own situation? It seems Hannah has completely left you. By the way, we will not keep in touch with you from now on. I just called my husband, and he was disappointed in you. What? Even my son is abandoning me? But Vanessa? Is it true that there is a possibility of after effects? Yes. I was told that there might be a damage in my brain. Memory disorder, numbness in the limb. Even though I might have those after effects, you guys are going to leave me? That's right. You have no family to be supported by. I know it's hard, but please do your best on your own. You bitch! Are you still going to act like that? Please understand your position. Unless I forgive you, you have no chance of being forgiven by your family. You want me to apologize to you? Continuing to behave like that won't do you any good. Your daughter and son may leave you forever. No, they may already have. Don't take my children away from me. Let me ask you one thing. What the hell did you put in there? That was insecticides, but I only put a little bit. But it must have been very strong because you fainted. Everyone knows that insecticide is dangerous. If my son had eaten it, he would have been in a big trouble. Still, I can't forgive you, Vanessa. It's your fault for refusing to eat my food in the first place. I believe that cooking is something that makes people happy. That is my motto as a professional cook. You're not qualified to serve food to others. From now on, please go ahead and spend the rest of your life alone so that you don't have to feed anyone. After that accident, Vanessa seems to be suffering from the after effects of the hard blow to her head. Loss of speech ability, numbness in her arms and legs, sleep disorder, and vision loss. She needs to be rehabilitated. She has no family to support her and has been rehabilitating all by herself. But finally, her heart got broken and she stopped going to the hospital and has been staying at home. I see Hannah once in a while, but we have a good relationship. She has apologized, but it's not her fault. As a professional cook, Vanessa's barbaric behavior is unforgivable. It is a discretion of the cooking to mix something dangerous into the food. I will continue to cook food that makes people happy.